Ever get a shiver down your spine when you hear a tale too eerie to be true? Welcome to the shadowy corners of our world where urban legends, those stories that give us goosebumps, dwell. But what if I told you that some of these spine-chilling tales might not be just figments of our overactive imaginations? Yes, we're venturing into the realm where reality intertwines with the phantasmal. So buckle up, brave souls, as we delve into the realm of the unknown. Imagine, if you will, a shadow that whispers your deepest secrets back to you. Now that's a rather unsettling thought, isn't it? Let's delve into the urban legend of the whispering shadows. Picture this. You're alone, in a room just dimly lit enough to cast long, dancing shadows. Suddenly, you hear a faint whisper. It's your own voice, repeating that embarrassing thing you did last summer at the pool party. You're certain you never told a soul about it. So who or what is whispering it back to you? Could it be your own shadow? The absurdity of the situation is almost laughable. Almost. But then again, isn't that the beauty of urban legends? They straddle the line between the ludicrous and the creepy, leaving us in a state of delightful uncertainty. So next time you're in a dark room, remember to keep your secrets to yourself. Ever thought you saw a ghost in a suit? Meet the wandering wraith of Wall Street. This spectral entity is said to haunt the financial district, a location not typically associated with ghostly activity. Instead of rattling chains and moaning in the midnight hour, this phantom prefers to linger around stock exchange buildings, giving a whole new meaning to the term bull and bear market. Legend tells us that this phantom financier was once a high roller who lost it all in the crash of '29. Unable to leave his life, or rather his afterlife's work, behind, he's reportedly been spotted checking out ticker tape or staring mournfully at the charging bull statue. But don't worry, he's not interested in your portfolio. He's just there, a constant reminder of the volatility of the market, the transient nature of wealth, and the inevitability of change. Who knew ghosts were interested in the stock market? Ever received a call from the other side? Literally? Let's talk about one of the eeriest urban legends out there, the phantom phone booth. The story goes that people have received calls from the deceased. Yes, you heard it right. The dearly departed dialing digits from the beyond. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure my late Uncle Joe would have better things to do in the afterlife than to prank call me. Maybe he'd want to catch up on the family gossip. Or perhaps he's just calling to ask where he left his favorite fishing hat. But in all seriousness, this urban legend has spooked more than a few folks. Tales of spectral voices whispering through the static, of long-gone loved ones reaching out, have sent shivers down many a spine. So the next time your phone rings from an unknown number, think twice before you press ignore. Remember, if you get a call from an unknown number, it might just be Grandma saying hello from the other side. Hungry for a spooky tale? Welcome to the Bewitched Bakery. Now, who doesn't love the smell of freshly baked bread? But what if I told you there's a bakery out there where the bread rises with a side of goosebumps? That's right, we're talking about a bakery that's allegedly haunted. Legend has it that the original baker, a man as passionate about his pastries as he was about his pranks, never really left. Even in death, he continues to knead the dough and sprinkle the sugar. But wait, there's more. Some even say they've seen phantom pastries floating around, and others claim to have tasted ghostly eclairs and spectral scones. Imagine biting into a baguette only to find it has an ethereal, otherworldly taste. Talk about a whole new meaning to soul food. So the next time you bite into a donut, make sure it's not a spectral snack. Think your commute is a nightmare? Wait till you hear about the sinister subway. Now, we've all had our share of subway horrors. The dude eating a tuna sandwich at 7 in the morning, the lady who thinks it's okay to clip her nails on the train. But this tale takes the cake. Legend speaks of a subway station like no other, one that appears on no maps, no schedules, only visible to the weary and the lost. This phantom platform is said to be home to the spirits of those who met their untimely end on the tracks. Lurking in the shadows, they await unsuspecting commuters, eager to share their tales of woe. Imagine stepping off the train, only to find yourself surrounded by the spectral occupants of this haunted hub. The chilly air, the echoing whispers, the sense of dread creeping up your spine. Quite the upgrade from your usual rush hour, huh? Makes you think twice about catching the late-night train, doesn't it? Beware of your reflection, it might just stare back. Now, we've all spent a little more time in front of the mirror than we'd like to admit, but what if your reflection had a mind of its own? Let's delve into an urban legend that's sure to make your next selfie session a tad bit unnerving. Picture this, a mirror, ordinary in every way but with a twist. It's said that when you stare into it, your reflection doesn't just mimic you, it smirks when you're serious, waves when you're still, and if the tales are true, it might even turn its back on you. An intriguing blend of vanity and horror, wouldn't you agree? And while it's easy to dismiss this as a mere trick of the light or a figment of an overactive imagination, the stories persist. So the next time you're checking yourself out, remember, your reflection might just check you out too. Going up, or maybe going down to the underworld? Now that's an elevator ride you wouldn't forget. Picture this. You step into an elevator, press a button, and the next thing you know, you're in a whole different dimension. Talk about taking the express route. This isn't just your average urban legend, folks. It's the tale of the Erie Elevator, a supposedly ordinary lift that has an extraordinary secret. It doesn't just move between floors, it moves between realities. Some say it's a portal to the underworld. Others believe it's a gateway to parallel universes. But here's the real question. What would the elevator music sound like in the underworld? Maybe a heavy metal rendition of The Girl from Ipanema, or perhaps a deathly slow version of Stayin' Alive. So next time you're in an elevator, take a moment to double-check your destination, because you just never know where you might end up. Remember, when in an elevator, always check your destination. Scene script. Childhood toys are full of memories and sometimes full of spirits. Now let's talk about the terrifying Teddy. Picture this, a cuddly, innocent teddy bear, the kind you'd want to snuggle up with on a stormy night. But what if this teddy isn't as innocent as it seems? There's an urban legend of a possessed teddy bear that's been making the rounds. And no, it doesn't involve the bear coming to life and making you a cup of tea. This teddy is said to move around on its own, change facial expressions, and even whisper. Yes, you heard it right. Imagine waking up to your teddy bear whispering sweet nothings or not so sweet somethings into your ear. It's a laughable image, isn't it? But for those who've reportedly experienced it, it's a nightmarish reality. So before you cuddle up with your old teddy bear, remember, it might just cuddle back. Well, that was quite a journey, wasn't it? From whispering shadows that send shivers down your spine, to a phantom phone booth that's enough to make anyone hang up for good, we've traversed through 10 of the most spine-chilling urban legends that might just be more than bedtime stories. Remember the wandering wraith of Wall Street? That tale still has stockbrokers looking over their shoulders. And let's not forget the bewitched bakery. I guarantee you'll never look at pastries the same way again. Next time you're on a subway, remember our sinister tale and just hope you don't encounter anything more than a late train. And mirrors? Well, let's just say you might want to give that reflection a second glance before brushing off any strange happenings. Elevators, usually a mundane part of our day, turned eerie in our narrative. And that terrifying teddy? It's enough to make anyone prefer a pet rock. We've journeyed together through the realm of the unknown, the eerie, the downright terrifying. And while we may have shared a laugh or two along the way, these tales are a reminder that the world is full of mysteries, just waiting to be discovered. So, are you brave enough to join us on our next adventure, ready to dive deeper into the chilling unknown? Remember, the unknown is always out there, waiting to be discovered. So hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover more mysteries of the world.